family? Welcome to Black Star TV 2.0. It's your boy Black Star, and today I got another episode for y'all. If you're not subscribed to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Make sure you hit that like button. Hit the notification bell so you can get notified when these videos drop. I appreciate y'all being here for with me today. I hope y'all having a blessed day already and having a good one. So today I wanted to talk about 50 Cent and his son Marquise and the little fallout that they had over the years. And it was a recent video that went viral with him and Choke No Joke, and 50's son had a picture with this money on the ground, and it said entitled, because him and Choke No Joke was going back and forth over 50 Cent paying child support of $6,700 a month, and he was kind of complaining to Choke No Joke, basically saying like that wasn't enough. My dad's on the Forbes list, this, that, and the third. But it was also known that 50 was giving his baby mother $25,000 a month. She started complaining, got greedy, tried to wanted more money. So 50 said, you know what? He was giving her the $25,000 outside of court. So let's be real. And this is before 50 was had the vitamin water deal and all that. Because I actually remember when this happened. He was giving her $25,000 a month because he bought her $1 million house. So yeah, so again, giving somebody that amount of money every month without having to go to child support is stand-upish. Let's keep it a buck. That's stand-upish, right? So she wanted more. He was basically saying, yo, I'm not taking care of you and your boyfriend, because I guess I remember at this time he was saying that her boyfriend was riding around in Benzes and all this other stuff. So he felt that she was spending the money on him, right? And again, child support's for child support, to support the child. So yeah, so again, him and Choke No Joke, his name is Marquise, they were going back and forth, and I just kind of felt like, just listening to him, of course he misses his dad, but I also feel like a lot of people aren't talking about this part, right? That I feel like he has, and again, I may be wrong, but this is just my evaluation of the situation, and going through things on my own with my oldest son and his mother. I think we're missing the key ingredient, which is the mother, right? Who, again, she was getting $25,000. You wanted more. Then Then 50 took himself to court. When y'all went to court, he was giving him. He was ordered to give him $6,700 a month, which totaled to 81,000 a year, or 82,000 a year. Which I remember he was on Hot 97, and he was like, "Name me a kid that makes 82,000 a year. That's, I think, 10 years old or something like that." So he was paying that for a nice little minute. Again, that's a nice amount of money. I don't care where you living at in this country. $6,700 a month is a nice amount of money. Now, again, the mom is definitely behind the way that his son is feeling toward him. And they had some conversations that I feel like, I'm gonna read the text messages, but I just feel like, at some point it is kind of hard. And I don't care who you are, whether that's your mom, your dad, your brother, sister, kids. It's hard to love people who don't love you, who don't love you, don't like you. It's hard to love people like that. I'm not saying it's impossible, but it's absolutely, especially when those people are disrespectful. Not only do they not love you, but they're also disrespectful towards you. It's hard to love people like that, and it's hard to deal with people like that. And I can see why. And again, I'm not saying 50 right, because 50 actually treats him like an op, which I don't agree with personally, but that's I don't know everything that was going on, things that was said, because this is just one little text message that was put out there, I guess, by the son or whatever. And again, that's also something that you can say, yo, you be violating my my privacy, things like that. So I'm gonna read the text message real quick. So it says, Jackson, This when it says Jackson, it's 50 Cent. When it says Marquise, that's his son. So it says Jackson. He says, "Hey, I'm outside the house at the front door." Jackson, I came to the front door, then the lights went off. What's up? Marquise, you lying. You outside? Marquise, LOL. Marquise, LOL, you fronting. Jackson, I saw you looking out the window. Good luck in life. You're going to need it. Marquise, LOL, you fronting hard body now. How you going to see me when I'm in the basement? Laughing my ass off. Jackson, fuck you. Jackson, you are your mother's child. Marquise, LOL. Why why would I lie about that? LOL. See, and then watch this. I'm about to stop. I'm going to continue reading it because there's more text messages. But the simple fact everything is LOL to you, that's already being disrespectful. Like, right? The man's coming to see you and everything, you're acting like this is some type of joke, right? People are busy, you know, especially his dad, Jesus Christ. Like, but that's just not a good way to respond. And again, I don't remember how old he was in these text messages, but that's just, that's why we saying like, bro, kids are disrespectful. But then if he put hands on you, you're gonna be sitting here crying foul. Oh, my dad beat me, or all right. So Jackson, I need a blood test because that dick sucking bitch you call mom was fucking the whole time. Sheesh. That's what I'm saying. Like 50 be doing too much. Like that's too much for me. You feel me? I would never say that to my son, even if he was, my son's 20. My oldest son is 20. I would never come at you like that. And it's absolute things I could say. You know what I mean? But I would never say that to my son. You know what I mean? And that's another reason, to an extent. I'm gonna be honest. Even with me and my son, is the reason why, you know, um, sometimes he feels some type of way about certain things, but just out of respect and digging into that situation, because I don't want to, hurt your feelings. And I'm not really into it to make you try to dislike your mother. But, it was certain things that was happening even when we first got together that, I just kind of keep to myself, and I don't want to tell him because, I just don't want to make things messy. But man, that was hard body. That was hard body right there. I need a blood test for that dick sucking bitch you called mom. Excuse my language. I'm just reading what's wrote. Your mom was fucking the whole time. Jackson, I don't think you're funny at all. I drove out here for nothing, which that's what I said. It ain't funny. All the LOL. Marquise, pops, you tripping now? Why you won't why you won't Ben get one? You had 16 years. LOL. I know you lying because you didn't even call me to go outside. Jackson, are you fucking crazy? I don't have time to play, boy. I told you I would come see you. I came, motherfucker. Start turning lights out and looking through blinds. Are you fucking stupid? See, yeah, because that's like, nigga, if I told you I'm coming to see you, why would I be lying now that I'm at the front door? Why would I have to call you, nigga? I am calling you, nigga. I'm texting you, nigga. I'm at the front door. It's the same as a call. All right, so Jackson, are you fucking stupid? You had me drive over here while you think I needed an address, shithead. I saw the lights go out, then someone playing in the blinds, and there's no party going on. Fuck you too. Your mother and your sister, fuck all y'all. Jeez. Marquise, I might dumb. I think he wanted to say I might be dumb. Come through then. No need to get upset. Stop by and say hello to your son. What the fuck are you talking about? I'm not fucking with you after this. I leave Atlanta in the morning. See, that's what I'm saying. Like, that's some playing around stuff, like some kiddie stuff. And I get it, right? You don't want to, as a grown man who has a whole lot going on, even if you don't have a whole lot going on, you don't feel like playing no games with no kid. Do you feel what I'm saying? Because you playing the game now. I might be dumb. Well, if you want to come through, then like, nigga, he's outside. What are you talking about if he wants to come through then? Like, he said, what the fuck are you talking about? I'm not fucking with you after this. I'll leave it. I've heard of that. Marquis said, so come through then. He said, fuck you. No need for all that. Jackson, you are bigger enough to know better, so fuck you. Stop texting me. Marquise, all right. Tell your mom, Jackson, tell your mom she won. She has you and I'll make another. I will have nothing to do with you. Don't text me ever again. Marquise, you keep texting me, LOL. It's cool. I will never go out my way again. You disrespectful little it's cold. Marquise, LOL. See, that's what I'm saying, nigga. Why you think everything funny? You keep texting me, LOL, LOL, everything, LOL. You think this shit is a game, dog. Marquise, LOL. You never do. I don't know. Not that. This is exactly what it says. LOL. You never do. I don't know. Not that. Doesn't even call their son for his birthday. Marquise, or get him a gift for his b-day or Christmas. You are your mother's son. I don't have a son anymore. Fuck you. This is Jackson. Fuck you. All you want is a gift, like your mother and your ungrateful sister. Jackson, delete my number. Jackson, you never call. Excuse me. I'm sorry. Jackson, you never call. What the fuck? I'm supposed to call you to give you something? Sorry. Marquise. Well, I feel that way. I feel that way. I don't about no gift. That's exactly. I'm reading it exactly how it says, family. He's just like skipping words. It might be his phone too. I'm not going to sit here and act like the brother's stupid or nothing, but you know, t- auto correct sometimes we mess you up. Well, if you feel that way, I don't about no gift. He probably saying I don't care about no gift. It's the thought that means the most. Remember, this money ain't everything. I'm gonna stop right there real quick though. For him to say this money ain't everything and him going on Choke No Joke um podcast and speaking strictly about the money, right? It was he wasn't so apparently it really is about the money, and I'm gonna get into that too. So Marquise, I'm tired of calling you. Why don't you call me and please can't wait to hear this excuse. Jackson, good luck with life, man. I tried to come talk to you. You didn't have you didn't have to you didn't have me come all the way out there if you don't want to see me, you little asshole. Jackson, I don't have to make any excuses for anything. I'm grown ass man, boy. You talking about money ain't everything. You're right. But when you don't have any, you're gonna understand why I work so hard. I'm done texting you. Delete my number. Marquise, thank you. And you know dang well you ain't come out here to see. But if that's what you want to stick, then I'm sorry. And I know why you work so hard. Okay, God bless. You're fucking stupid. You know, that's a sad situation. You know what I'm saying? Um, you know, you never want to see things go that down that route or whatever. But you know, I can understand why 50's mad. I probably personally wouldn't talk like that. You know, me and my son went back and forth. Sometimes, you know, and shit got heated. I said some curse words, but I wasn't talking like direct like that. I wasn't like calling you like stupid motherfucker and all this other stuff. You know what I mean? But my son was grown when I was doing that. I don't know if he's grown right there, but I can absolutely understand why he would you know just be because parent you're trying to come see somebody and the person is thinking this is like funny, like fun and games again because um the mother. That's another thing I want to talk about, bro, because we don't really talk about that a lot. How people's these kids, some of these kids' mothers brainwash them into thinking certain things about they other parent, which sometimes is valid, but a lot of times some women can do that out of hatred. You can be scorned or whatever, whatever. And I'm not saying that again, I'm not saying that all of it's valid, right? You know what I mean? Because some niggas ain't shit. You feel me? But again, somebody that was giving you 25,000 a month before the courts got involved, I'm gonna say, um, like, yeah. And this is what I'm saying. It ain't like he was doing that because he was trying to get back with her. This was when 50 was at his peak. You know, he could have got any girl in the world, and his baby mother really isn't all that at all. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like he was doing out of genuine, out of being genuine. Like, okay, I'm gonna help you take care of my son. This, that, and the third. I'm always on the road and hitting you, but like, you know. But again, I think that and I can be wrong because I don't know what was being done, but $6,700, fam, you was getting that paid to you since you was about 10, 12 or something like that, I believe. Yeah, 6 years. That's a lot of money, right? And if this was strictly to take care of you, because a lot of people be acting like bills are a part of child support. Like, no, the mother has to pay her bills on her own, right? Some people gonna disagree with this because I done had some females disagree with me on this. But again, go to child support court and ask them what child support is actually for. It's not to pay your bills. You feel me? It might be to pay like the person's medical bills, insurance, whatever, whatever, whatever. To pay your rent, to pay your electric, to pay your you're gonna have to pay that regardless. You get what I'm saying? Um, you know, clothes and food and things like that, that's what comes in with child support, right? And even if because he was saying something about socks. Um, excuse me, hold on, family. My kids calling me. I might have to shut this one down early. But Marquise was talking about socks. Like, man, all I wanted was some socks. And I remember Choke No Joke saying, like, fam, you couldn't like $6,700. You talking about some $12 socks? Like, why you ain't get the $12 socks with the 6,700? He like, what you mean? We got bills and da 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 da. It's like, hold up, dog. And he's saying his mom was a real estate agent, so she apparently getting money. You feel what I'm saying? She's apparently getting money. So I don't really understand. That's a lot of bread, man. That's a lot of bread for somebody to be helping you with. I'm gonna give you an example, right? 80 something thousand dollars a year that he has to pay to her. If she even worked at McDonald's, she's already over 100,000 a year altogether, all that money coming in. What are we talking about? You feel what I'm saying? He kept saying, "Oh, we got beef with everybody. We can't just be anywhere." Like, no, you can't just be anywhere. But you want to know where people not gonna find you at? In the sticks, where it's cheap. Some little old country bunking town. You feel what I'm saying? So like at the end of the day, he made it seem like he had to live um in some extravagant stuff. Like, all right, well, if you want to live extravagantly, right, go live with your dad. So you feel what I'm saying? So it's almost like I don't know. It's just some people can be entitled, and I think that entitlement kind of ruin the relationship because sometimes people do see because sometimes kids say it ain't about money, but then that's all you're complaining about, right? So like, is it really about money? Or is it really about spending time? Because if you want to spend time with me, you're not going to always disrespect me. You feel me? And I think that some kids don't understand that. And because it's cool for you when you're around your parent to be disrespectful, which these are things, I had to go through. I never, me and my son is cool now. He just texting the other day, you know what I'm saying? Texting me about, the little t-shirt thing. He doing the little same thing I'm doing. Was texting me about, like I just got my machine, I just got my printer. So me and my son is cool, you know what I mean? Because I never wanted things because of how, things was at his house and how he was able to, talk about me or do whatever. You know what I mean? I never let that just get in the way of, me still, because I at the end of the day, you're still my son. I'm always gonna love you. You know what I mean? I'm only gonna take so much disrespect though. You know what I'm saying? And then I just, we won't talk for a little bit, and then when you get yourself together, we're gonna get back. And this is another thing. This is not just with people's kids. I know that with me, I started doing this, right? Because some people will be disrespectful and just think they can just come back and just everything is cool without apologizing. Like, I'm cool on that, right? Because, whatever part I play in any situation, you know what I'm saying? I always be like, you know what? I messed up. But being as though sometimes other parties can't say that, like they had nothing to do with the reason why things are the way they went or were the way they went. I have a problem with that at my age right now. Like, because a lot of people do that, and I've realized that because it's just like, because I remember one time, I was saying to myself like, yo, so you don't think your mom had like any anything to do with why the situation was how it was, right? And he would be like, no. I'm like, yo, see, and that's a poor mindset. When you just say no, like everything was on me. Everything, like, no, family wasn't like that. And it's sad because even when I tried to like go out and have other people like, yo, tell us, tell them how it was. Like, yo, they all of a sudden now people don't want to be involved. Like, and I get it, right? Because people don't want to get into messy things, and then also, some of the people I knew my baby mother, and they just like, nah, I'm not getting into that. And I mean, it is what it is. I would do it for somebody, you know what I mean, if it came down to it, you know what I'm saying? But like, things can't just be one sided. And I can also see, why 50 feels the way he feels. I think, he he goes a little bit too hard. But again, 50 didn't grow up with his mom and dad, so he don't really understand the dynamics of that, that situation. He grew up with his grandpa, but again, that's not the same. Your grandpa is older. Um, it's never going to be the same. It's never going to be the same. Your grandparents don't treat you like your parents will treat you, right? That's an absolute fact. Um, my parents are like, cool with my kids. They never going to do my kids the way they did me. You know what I'm saying? They're not going to be as strict on my kids as they were on me. But I just feel like they do need some counseling. Both of them. I think they should get it. Um, that was one thing I told my son one time. We was going back and forth so hard, and I was just like, yo, you know what? I'd rather just not even kick it because it was starting to get, it was starting to get a little messy at one point. I was just like, yo, I'd rather just not kick it until we can go see somebody and have a what you call that, whether it's a therapist or whoever. But I was just like a neutral party that don't know either side of the story or don't know us at all to hear us out and come to a conclusion. Because it was just like, on one side you're getting so much lopsided information, even from other people in your family besides your mother, right? And it's just like, you don't ever get, and then you have people in my family who just weird as hell. That's why I say they don't even want to jump in the situation. They don't, you know what I mean? So it's just like, it is what it is, right? But now I definitely feel like they need some counseling, man. The way 50 comes at him, that shit is just crazy to me. I just, and I get it, like, dog, you treat this dude like he a cold stepchild, like, but again, he treating you like he not your father, like you not his dad. You know what I'm saying? So it's, it's kind of like a catch-22. It's sad to see, but you know, kids gotta be respectful, man. You You can't run around here just thinking everything is all games and shits and giggles. And the main reason he feel like that, because it's a lot, because parents have the ability to make you respect um people, right? Or even the other parent. Watch this. I'm gonna give y'all an example. My younger two kids will call me and be like, "Oh, mom." I'll be like, "Nah. Go." Matter of fact, I just had my son earlier today. That's probably why she was calling just now. Had him because she called me. I was out. It was like I was trying to get me another job, so I was at an orientation. And she was calling me during orientation. So after the orientation, I'm like, "What's up?" She's like, "Oh, he acting up." Da, 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 da. And I'm like, "Yo, apologize to your mom, number one, right? We're gonna start off with that. He said he's sorry and this, that, and the third. But like again, I'm never gonna allow my kids, no matter what me and my their mom is going through, because we're not together, right? And I'm not going to allow them to be disrespectful to her in front of me. That's never happening, right? You're not going to talk bad about your mom. I'm not going to co-sign any of that. You feel what I'm saying? And again, it's just how you parent, right? And she had issues with her first baby father, right? And I had issues with my baby mother. And we always said, even when we get it, this don't work out. Like we have to come to the conclusion of working together, and things always is going to be strenuous a little bit, and it's always going to be issues and stuff, but at the end of the day, i'm not about to be, oh, your mom ain't shit, your mom's this, your mom always doing that. I try to keep a lot of that to myself. I'm not going to dog your mom. You're going to know that at the end of the day, I got your mom back regardless. You know what I'm saying? And I think that a lot of these female and males, I'm not going to take away from males, like they perfect, right? Uh, but I'm saying this in the sense because majority of the people who have the kids are women. If things go south, and this is what I used to tell my son, because I used to be like, yo, I don't ever wish anything bad on his relationship or with his daughter, my granddaughter, Mari. But I say this, like, sometimes you have to go through things to understand how things go, right? But again, you don't want nobody to have to go through that. But sometimes it takes that for you to be like, damn, I don't got no control. You feel me? Whatever this person says when they have the child, it is what it is. There ain't really nothing I can do about it. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? So especially when people dick off and don't tell you where they live at, because a person can be like, man, well, you could take them to court. You can't take them to court where you don't know that address. You know what I'm saying? Because that was one of my biggest issues. You feel me? So at the end of the day, yeah. So at the end of the day, we still have to be cordial enough with each other to be able to parent respectfully and have these kids respecting both parents, even if they're not together. Again, that's why I say a lot of it from what I see, most women have their kids when it goes south, unless the parent is just totally unfit, or she's just not um, a motherly type woman, and she wants the kid to go with the dad. You have certain instances. I got a couple friends who have their kids majority of the time, got their baby mother on child support. You feel me? Be like that some, but that's rare. That's very rare. And that's why I say when it comes to the women, they have the ability, because they're with them majority of the time. I'm gonna just say this: whichever parent is with them majority of the time, but you can't be dealing with emotions and resentment and things like that, to where you're allowing the kid to harbor um feelings against their parent. You feel what I'm saying? Sometimes you got to keep it real, but sometimes, certain things aren't necessary all the time. You know what I mean? Like saying, "Yo, Call him by his first name. You don't gotta listen to him. Things like that. It's just like, yo, don't gotta listen to me. Word. Then years down the line, that shit come bite you in the ass. You like, yo, you need to talk to him. You need to like, what you mean? What am I gonna say? He grew up. He grew up for years, no, thinking he didn't have to listen to me. Why you think he would listen to me now? You see what I'm saying? So and again, some of this stuff was just childish stuff, and people were young. We had babies young. I actually had my son when I was 19. He wasn't born until he was 20, but she got pregnant when I was 19. 20, we 20 years apart. So at the end of the day, things are how it is, man. And, I wouldn't trade my kids for the world at all, but that's stressful. That's why I'll tell any young person that don't have a kid, if you're listening, take your time. Take your time. You don't have to rush. Just get to know the person, man. Know how they deal. Know, you got to go through things with people because some people don't know how people are going to act. Some people, once things aren't right anymore, people get different. You know what I'm saying? People get different. I watched people that had kids with somebody act one way with one baby father, then they have kids with somebody else and they act totally different. And the person was like, yo, she was like letting him do whatever he wanted. Now when it comes to me, she ain't doing nothing. You know what I mean? So it's just like at the end of the day, people can change and it just depends on the person. So again, you have to watch how people do, how people talk about their exes. That's very important. I actually learned that. I ain't gonna say I learned it from Boyce Watkins, but I remember he expounded on that at one point about seeing, because that's again one of the reasons I got with my ex-wife at the time, because we were dating, and then I seen how, even though her situation with her first baby father wasn't, they didn't really talk. The kids was grown enough to talk to each other, but I seen how she still would allow him to do things. Like, she didn't block him from anything. No, you can't talk to your kids. No, this, that, and the third. Like, she wasn't like that. It was always people like, yo, I want my kids for this school year. She's like, all right, well, when we gonna meet? Just make sure you got this, that, and the third. You're gonna have to sign them into school and this, that. You know what I mean? It was just so easy flowing. I'm like, all right. And I didn't experience that with my first kid, which was another reason it took me a long time to have, because my oldest son is 20. My next son after that is 9. Right. So I was like, yeah, I'm not about to I'm not about to do this. You know what I mean? I was like, I can't do this again, bro. The next person I have a kid with, I have to be married to. You know what I'm saying? And, things didn't work out, but it is what it is. But again, it's a lot better situation than my first situation. You feel me? Which, sometimes can have other kids saying, you love them more than me. And it had nothing to do with that. But, I can see why people would say that, because you see me spending time, you would see somebody spending time with their other kids, but when it came to the first kid, you was blocking me from doing that. So of course, you know what I mean, it's going to look different, right? But anyway, I hope them brothers get some help. I believe Marquise is about 25 now, so okay. It says at this time 50 Cent's son was 16 years old when he was doing all that. So again, you was definitely old enough, and I used to say that too. You old enough to know what's going on. You old enough to know that people are interfering with me coming over here. You get what I'm saying? So it was just like, but kids, again, they want to take up for their mom so bad, or the person that they're with. I'm gonna say that. I only be saying use women as examples because that's what I deal with. I'm not gay. Whatever floats y'all boat on the other end, that's not my style though. We don't do that. We don't do the other undercover gay thing, none of that. So, when I speak on things, I speak on things from my experience and from my outlook. I deal with women, so that's who I talk about when I talk about, certain issues of relationships. I'm going to deal with the women aspect. I don't date men to know what men be doing. You know what I mean? I'm not going to talk on that. I'll leave a woman to talk about what men do. Of course, you're going to always have men out there who aren't shit, right? They aren't shit. They'll say whatever to you to make you feel good, to get you in them draws, to get in them draws, and then they slide on you. Off to the next one. You feel me? Yes, there is. There is niggas out there, because I grew up with them and got older and was like, that's your daughter? Like, nigga, where'd she come from? Oh, yeah, I had a, bro, they just lived literally like 10 minutes away. Like, I've never seen this little girl ever in my life. And I literally live right behind you. We used to get on the school bus together, all this. Like, how the hell that happened? You feel me? So it's just like, me personally, I don't kick it with anybody that doesn't take care of their kids. You don't take care of your kids, I don't trust you. And I'm never going to let you think that that make me think that I can trust you, or I'm loyal. Like, nigga, you ain't. You ain't taking care of your kids, you ain't loyal at all. There's no loyalty in not taking care of your kids. You feel what I'm saying? So, like, that shit sounds good for shits and giggles, but if you dick out on your kids, you'll dick out on me when it comes down to it. You know what I mean? So, but I get it also, man, because you definitely have a lot of scorned people out there, and people do things just off of spite, just like girls don't let dudes in a relationship off of spite, and off of spite because they girl done started talking to somebody else. Niggas act like they don't want to kick it with their kids no more. Then they go start up another relationship, just like 50 said, I'll gab another son. But I'm not saying he said that in this context, but some niggas see that, once they break up and they baby mother with somebody else, they don't want to do shit for their kids no more. It's a sad thing. I would never do that. I don't care who you with. As long as them niggas ain't putting hands on my kids and they ain't treating my kids like shit, we cool. We cool. I can be cordial and all of that. I don't care about none of that. The moment stuff start going left and my kids start telling me, he's saying this to me, he's doing this to me, nigga, it's going down. I'm gonna tell you that right now. I don't care where you at. I'm flying, I'm driving, I'm walking. I don't care how I gotta get there, but I'm gonna get there. And when I get there, it's gonna get ugly. It's gonna get ugly. But fam, I'm gonna let y'all go. If you subscribe to the channel, thank you. I appreciate all the love and support. We getting them subscribers up. I thank y'all for that. I thank y'all for the love. If you're not subscribed, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Make sure y'all hit that like button, that share button, and hit the notification bell so you can get notified when I put these videos up. Again, I got some content for y'all, man. I'm gonna keep coming, keep coming, keep coming. You heard? Y'all stay safe. Y'all have a blessed day, man. I'm out of here. I'll see y'all tomorrow.